Today we will be looking at a Hoover commercial PortaPower vacuum. I got this one from Amazon.com about 5 or 6 months ago, and I've been using it pretty regularly. I managed to keep the box somehow. Normally I wouldn't keep the box for something that I didn't intend to put back in the box, but I think I kept it for the attachments, the other attachments and stuff, so they wouldn't get lost. Otherwise they'll just end up getting scattered and lost forever somewhere. So here's the sticker info. It's the model CH30000. Manufacturing date code is 3/14/22. Made in USA of US and globally sourced components. And there's another assembled in USA stamp there, as well as various other places on the product. So I guess assembled in USA is better than nothing in USA. I like the color scheme of the vacuum. That's one reason I bought it. Dark gray and orange, just like my two favorite colors, and they look good together. It has a real great vintage retro kind of look. I wouldn't have guessed, if I saw this somewhere, I would not guess that this was a new vacuum. But I gotta think Hoover has probably been making some version of this for a very long time. And it's a pretty solid vacuum. It's not really too impressive, but it's satisfactory. Part of the reason that I bought it was that it says commercial here, which to me implies that maybe it had a strong motor in it, a stronger motor than your average household vacuum, and maybe it's a little more durable than the average vacuum. Turns out that's not really the case, but it's a decent vacuum nonetheless. My only complaint about it is the first time I used the vacuum, the shoulder strap here broke on this side. So towards the end of my very first cleaning session with this thing, I felt the tension come off my shoulder, and reflexes took hold, and I managed to catch it by the handle before I dropped the thing on my foot. And so that's good, but not a very good look for the assembled in USA stamp there, although I guess the point of failure wasn't the assembly, it would have been the stitching. The stitching is what broke on this one. So I just tied it back on here, and that hasn't come off yet. This is the primary attachment that I'm using. This is probably the only attachment I'm ever going to use on this thing. It does have some other attachments here. There's an extension piece here. What else do we got? Here's a edge cleaning piece that I'll probably never use. Brush attachment, some kind of brush attachment. Yeah, so it comes with plenty of attachments that I'm probably never going to use, but hey, we'll keep it all together in the box there. The only one of these things that I'll probably use eventually is the extension piece. And I'll probably be using this attachment for that even. So, whatever. One thing that I really do like about it is it has a very long power cord. There's a pretty serious power cord on this thing. Maybe that's why they call it commercial, although it's not even a grounded plug. I guess it's a pretty standard appliance plug. Here's the owner's manual that I've never looked at. You can guess what's in there. Let's see what the power rating is on this. There's going to be a sticker. Look on the bottom. There it is. Model info. Here it is. 7.5 amps is the power draw. I'm not sure if that's high or low or average. I don't really know much about vacuums. I don't collect vacuums. I've got 3 or 4 of them, but I figured I would do a review on this one because it's a pretty cool vacuum, even though it is very basic. And I thought that we would demonstrate. Got a couple of fans here that need the motors cleaned off, so I thought maybe we could do a test on these here in a little bit. So what I'll do now is get this thing plugged in, and then we'll test it out on the fans over there. Okay, so we've got it plugged in now. It's a 35-foot cord, by the way. I had to go to the Amazons and look, but it's 35 feet, so pretty serious power cord. Comes in handy. I like it. Let's test it out. Here's the manual, by the way. I think we looked at this already, but I don't know. I'm sure it's online, available online if you really want to look through it. So here we have the Lasco 2150S, I think was the model number for this one. We looked at this a couple weeks ago, and it's filthy. Obviously haven't cleaned and serviced this one yet. And then we have the Toshiba Crystal Zephyr, and this is going to be older dirt on this one, so this is probably stuck on there a little more than the Lasco, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, well, let's turn this around here. This is where the bag is, by the way. So pretty standard. I'm sure that most vacuums of this style are probably about the same way. Pull this down, and then here's your bag, and you can pull the bag out, and it's probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 inches, the bag itself. This is what it looks like. Pretty standard. I just emptied it out here a little while ago. This in here, and then there we go. Okay, now we'll turn it on. quite a bit better. It's satisfactory. Again, there's really nothing about the vacuum performance that's particularly impressive. It just does what it's supposed to do, and it works well enough for me. Another thing I like about this, kind of jumping around topics here, but it has this strap here for the cord, and I don't know, it seems kind of cheap. Like eventually this thing's probably going to break, but it hasn't broke yet. But I really like that they put this on here for the power cord. It's it does have kind of a commercial feel to it, although I don't think the performance is really spectacular. But I guess this is the commercial part of it here. It says double insulated, meets OSHA requirements. So for electrical safety, I think is the commercial aspect of it. But we'll move on to the Toshiba now, and we'll see how it does with this one. I could not figure out how to get the front part of the motor housing off yet. I didn't look at it too hard, but I think I might have to loosen the motor screws to get this bit off. There is an oil port in here also, by the way, but that's besides the point. Let's turn the vacuum back on and see what kind of damage we can do here. Well, that's about the extent of the vacuuming that I would do before I start to disassemble the motor any further. I might brush it off a little bit first, but yeah, that's about it. Vacuum does the job. Yeah, it's kind of gnarly in there. There's a lot of residual oil stuff going on in there. It's a little sticky, a little gummy, but it has to be expected. Anyway, that is the Hoover commercial vacuum, assembled in the USA. Forgot the model. CH30000. I recommend it. Just watch out for that shoulder strap there. Thank you for watching.